The penultimate round of Season 3 is upon us. We take on Max Verstappen, Lewis Hamilton and Valtteri Bottas for the World Championship of Season 3. We're 18 points behind Lewis Hamilton, 8 points ahead of Max Verstappen and 10 points ahead of Valtteri Bottas. And this is going to be an absolutely pivotal Brazilian Grand Prix. Hello and welcome back to the F1 2021 Immersive Driver Career Mode with Red Bull, and today we have that Brazilian Grand Prix. We are the driver that is in the best possible form at the moment. We had a good damage limitation run last time out in Mexico. We had a bit of damage on the opening lap, but managed to finish 5th, not far behind Lewis Hamilton on track, and he finished 4th, so only lost the 2 points to Lewis Hamilton in the championship. So big one today. We've really got to win the race to have a great chance of overcoming this lead in time for the finale in Australia, but we will see. We will try our best, of course. Historically, we've done okay in Brazil. Last year we finished in 5th position, and the year before finished in 9th after starting from the back. So, you know, we have a good track record. We've obviously got pace here, so I'm hopeful that we can do a good job. But the one spanner in the works that there could be here is that it could be a wet qualifying. Let's find out. Well, it looks very sunny to me, but it could rain throughout the session, so that is something definitely to keep our eye on. And we are getting ready to rock and roll. Let's see how we get on. Well, here we come for our second lap in Q1. Didn't show you the first one, but there you go. 5th place with our second one. That was pretty damn good. Purple, and then green in the final sector. So maybe it's straight line speed that we're lacking slightly, but that should be enough to get through. Well, you might look at the fact that we finished 11th in that session and think, he's not done very well. 2.7 tenths of a second off Max Verstappen. That is ridiculous. The top 13 separate by 4.5 tenths. Sebastian Vettel squeaking through in 15th, only 8 tenths off the lead. It is so close out there. And, you know, it is going to be on the finest of margins that pole position is decided today. But we are up against it here. Well, here we come up to the line in Q2. I think we're only really going to get one chance at this because the rain is coming down. We managed to go 4th place at the moment with a 1.7 flat. And yeah, as I say, I don't think we're going to get any better than that. Lando Norris hasn't come out yet and put in the times. Leclerc has just gone 5th. So that's an interesting sight of sort of where we're at. We've got Tsunoda coming through now. Where's Tsunoda going to pop up? Well, he hasn't done because he's coming to the pits. But what about Sergio Perez? He's coming through now. He goes 6th. So there you go. A couple of guys that have come in and popped that time there. What about Bottas? He's come through, and as far as I can tell, he hasn't gone ahead of us, so
understood, stopping this lap.
That's really interesting. Well, ICE is looking a little bit worn. Might have to think about that going forward. We're not going to be able to change anything now because parc fermé, but for the finale we are going to have to change that more than likely. But yeah, you can see the rain coming down now. I did say it may well play a part, and it certainly is going to do that, because I feel like anybody out there is not going to be able to put in good times now. So let's just have a little look. Well, yeah. I mean, where's Lewis? Well, Lewis is out there. Let's ride on board with him. He's coming up to the line now. Where's he going to go? He only goes 12th. A 108.4. Ricciardo's coming around now. Where's he going to fit in? Ricciardo coming up to the line. Yeah, that's only going to be 13th. Norris now. He's next over the line. And they've left it too late, I think. What's this going to be? Yeah, 14th. Verstappen, he's only 15th. Max Verstappen, our teammate, he's coming up to the line now, only 15th. Bottas is the last one, but yeah, his times aren't really competitive. Wow, this is a huge shock because none of them have come out at the right time. They've all come out as the track's got worse, and there you go, Bottas ducks into the pits. He knows he's not going to improve. And Bottas, 11th, a 108.1. And wow, look at that bottom 5. That is crazy. And now the rain is coming down, so I don't think we're going to see any improvements out there. And in fact, nobody has left the garage. So that is the bottom 5, and that is a huge opportunity for us in the championship. They left it too late. That's a massive strategical error from Valtteri Bottas, Lewis Hamilton, Daniel Ricciardo, Lando Norris, and our teammate Max Verstappen all out in Q2. So it's ourselves versus Fernando Alonso, Pierre Gasly up there again, Giovinazzi. You would say it's between us 3 and all 4 for pole position. What a shock. Well, again, another purple Sector 2, but it's not going to quite be enough in Sector 3. It's a 1:17.1, which puts us in 3rd place at the moment. Don't know how many laps we're going to get out of this, but, well, that's an invalidated lap anyway, so be just a back-off lap before going again here. Or coming in, getting a fresh set of boots on, and seeing what we can do. Well, it has turned into a completely wet Q3, and here we come up to the line. What's it going to be? It's in the 1:16s, and that would be pole position.
That was the fastest lap.
Right now, a 1:16.8. That's a really, really strong lap, and one that we'll be really happy with. Here comes Aston Martin up to the line. Not quite. We've got Ferrari coming up as well, but I think they're coming into the pits, so that is a really strong opening gambit from us on these wet tyres, although it does look like the track is drying up a little bit. So I think I'm going to come back into the pits, sit around, get a fresh set of boots on, and wait to see if intermediate tyres come about. Well, as we thought, intermediate tyres have become the norm, and people are just going to start going quicker. Tsunoda goes quicker first with a 1:14.7. We come up to the line with a 1:14.5, but that is nowhere near good enough for pole position at the moment. And we're stuck behind Lance Stroll here. Oh, well, and there you go. That is going to be the maximum that we get, and we were almost last over the line. And maybe we could have had this great lap coming up, but, well, a 1:13.7. I mean, that was Charles Leclerc, I think. That was an unbelievable time from him. So, looks like he's going to be on pole position.
On this rain clearing up is about 10 minutes, so just keep your concentration out there.
We can see we're gaining time on our current one. We'd have been a 10th up here. What's this going to be through this middle sector? It's another purple time through there. I mean, obviously this isn't going to make any difference at all to us, but what would this time have been? Well, it would have been a 1:14.3 had we not gone a little bit wide. So there you go. But only P6. Well, we've dropped down a bit. And I wonder if those 2/10 would have made much of a difference. We will see, but that is a huge missed opportunity.
With qualifying finished,
Oh,
it's time
wow.
to remind
Pierre Gasly's
ourselves of our
second
top
pole
three.
position in a
Gasly,
row.
Fernando Alonso,
That's
and
crazy.
Antonio Giovinazzi. With qualifying complete, all that remains is the main event. We'll be live and uninterrupted for the Grand Prix tomorrow, so make sure you join us then.
Well, absolutely crazy, isn't it? That Pierre Gasly, second pole position in a row for him. Yuki Tsunoda in 5th there. Alonso and Giovinazzi, very, very good as well. Very close to knocking Gasly off his perch. But we qualify only 6th. However, our two title rivals starting outside the top 10. It's a bit of a chance. We've got slower cars ahead of us. We can do this. We can lead the championship after today.
Welcome along then to the place where heroes and history are made. It's where the 2008 title was decided in the final corner. And it's the place, a year later, that Jenson Button stormed through from 14th on the grid to claim his one and only Drivers' Championship. It's Interlagos, and it's time for the Brazilian Grand Prix. It's an unusual anti-clockwise race here at Interlagos, where the Sao Paulo locals have packed into the grandstands at each of the 15 corners around this classic 2.7-mile circuit. Two very fast sections bookend the famous and highly technical Sector 2, where getting a good run out of Junsao into one of the two DRS zones will be the key to any overtaking prospects today. With the race minutes away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Pierre Gasly lines up on pole position, and it's Fernando Alonso alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Giovinazzi, the captain, Sergio Perez and Stroll, Russell, Bottas, Hamilton and Lando Norris, Leclerc, Verstappen, Yuki Tsunoda and Latifi, Ocon, Joe, Sebastian Vettel. They'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. And Nikita Mazepin, Mick Schumacher. They've taken a grid penalty. And Daniel Ricciardo fills the last spot on the grid. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track and get this Grand Prix underway.
Okay, here we are then, down on the track, ready to go. Ready for this penultimate Grand Prix of the season. I think coming in earlier has worked out fairly well for us in previous Grand Prix, so I think doing that again is going to be a good idea. So let's get out there, let's get these tyres nice and hot and get ready for lights out. Here we come then, lining up on the grid in P4 behind Pierre Gasly and Fernando Alonso. Antonio Giovinazzi on the right hand side, the winner in Mexico. He'll be looking to continue his good form. Perez and Stroll behind us. Lewis Hamilton in 9th.
And watch for the lights.
And yeah, this is going to be intense. It really is. So hold on to your hats, folks, because here we go. Lights out, away we go here in Brazil. It's a pretty good start off the grid. Are we going to be able to make any sort of move into turn 1? No, not just yet. And that was Perez that was having a little look round the outside. We got Lance Stroll behind us now. And we managed to slot into 4th position at the moment. As I say, I think we should have the pace over these guys ahead. And, well, there's been a big incident behind. Looks like with Nikita Mazepin, and there is a safety car straight away here.
Of stopped cars on the track. Watch your pace.
I think that was
slow
Mick
down,
Schumacher actually,
Your
not
delta
Mazepin.
is negative, which means you are too fast. Reduce your pace.
So let's neutralise the race straight away here. But Pierre Gasly still leading the way in this Grand Prix. Fernando Alonso in 2nd. And we've got Antonio Giovinazzi in 3rd. We are 4th, and hoping that the virtual safety car will end shortly and give us a good little chance to
VSC ending, we're going green. Maintain positive delta until the green flags.
Well, we're back underway here at the Brazilian Grand Prix and just about managed to stay under the delta there. Pierre Gasly is the man that's leading the way, as I say. And I think DRS should be enabled next time we cross the line. Nearly went into the back of Antonio Giovinazzi there. That was almost a disaster. But we're okay.
Accumulating some wear on the MGUK. To manage this,
well, right behind Antonio Giovinazzi now, got an excellent exit out of the final corner. DRS enabled, which will bring us closer to him.
it
But
looks like we might have an issue. Hang
oh
in there.
no.
We're attempting to manage it.
well, I mean, this would be a disaster. We haven't had a mechanical failure all season, and it would be an absolute disaster for it to happen now. Just as we're making moves on Antonio Giovinazzi through the first sector, and we're
It's not
through.
good news, I'm afraid. Seems like an engine issue. Good news, it looks like the fault has
Oh.
been fixed.
Oh, well, he said it's not good news. Then he followed that up with, it's good news. Make your mind up, Jeff. So it was an engine issue, but they seem to have fixed it, whatever it was. Obviously, our parts are getting pretty old in the car now, but yeah, we've managed to escape reliability troubles once again by the looks of it. A little bit deep into this final corner, that's not good. That's going to give Giovinazzi an excellent run on us on this straight with the DRS. And there he goes round the outside. And what a pity. But we managed to hold him off. And as we move on to lap 6 now, we are back into third position, 2 seconds off the lead, but there goes Giovinazzi again, having a look. We give him the space. And he's still there on the inside. This is great side-by-side battle. And that just about is okay. And now we should be able to settle back down into this race. Well, there goes Giovinazzi again, down our inside, a little bit of contact that time,
Okay, clear.
but I think we're okay. There is a yellow flag in the background. It looks like one of the Mercedes cars has had an issue.
Gap to teammate
And here he
behind
comes
is
again, down our
7.7
inside.
seconds.
We give him the room. Oh, just about okay. A little bit of track extension, but I think we can get away with that. Just a warning from the officials. But this is an exciting battle with Tony.
Confirmed, we'll receive you at the end of this lap.
Well, we're going to come into the pits on this lap. It's a lap earlier than what we were going for. But the reason why is just we seem to have lost a little bit of pace over the last couple of laps. So let's get in there. Let's get out on a fresh set of tyres. Let's see what happens. I mean, Max Verstappen in the
Max
same
is
lap
coming in
as
for a
us.
stop. Go, go, go. Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross over into the track.
And that's going to ruin Max's race. Maybe he was thinking the exact same thing. Get in there and get the new tyres on. So hopefully we can use these to good effect. Stay in front of Antonio Giovinazzi and maybe get a little bit closer to Fernando Alonso and Pierre Gasly. Well, there is Antonio Giovinazzi just coming out of the pit lane. And boy, it's a good job that we went for the undercut because he just came out behind us. But now we've got Nikita Mazepin for company. I'm hoping we can get our way past him. And He can provide us a bit of a blocker.
Nice move. Good job.
Well, he joined me on lap 12 and all of a sudden we have closed in on Fernando Alonso for net second in this Grand Prix. He's chosen to go with the hard tyres for the second stint and it doesn't seem to be working out for him so far. Well, this might be an early chance on Fernando Alonso. He goes to the inside. We go around the outside and we are through. Up to second place, thank you very much. Excellent overtake on Fernando. Well, he joined me on the final lap of the race. We're 1.4 seconds behind Pierre Gasly. We've been chipping away at the gap, but I don't think we're going to be able to close it in enough. And, I mean, he could have quite easily won 3 Grand Prix this season. Could have won the last Grand Prix in Mexico after taking pole position. If I remember rightly, he was leading the way in Italy for quite a bit of it. So he probably deserves the race victory. We're going to get 18 points out of this though. I have no idea where Lewis Hamilton currently is. But we're going to gain points on him. And that's going to make for a really exciting championship finale next time out. I think Verstappen is probably going to be in with a shout as well. No matter how minor a shout he's got. Pierre Gasly wins the Brazilian Grand Prix. We finish in second. And Fernando Alonso finishes in third. And that is a fantastic result.
We've witnessed some great battles around the historic curves of Interlagos today, and they've taken a fantastic win. Talk to me, Ant. What was it that set them apart from the competition today?
Well, I think it was clear what the main contributing factor out on the track was today: speed. I know it sounds like an obvious thing to say, Crofty, but fast cars win races, and we saw that today with our winner.
And it's time now for the podium celebrations, and how well deserved is this one? This is a team all about giving talented young drivers an opportunity to race and to win. AlphaTauri are your winners here today. And now let's take a look at the driver's standings. Our championship leader is still sat at the top of the standings, but their rivals have made up some solid ground today. Some amazing talent out on the track today. But Anthony, who would you pick as your driver of the day?
Daniel Ricciardo certainly impressed me today. An incredible performance.
Let's move on to the constructors. Red Bull take over as championship leaders. Meanwhile, good work from Aston Martin this weekend, who pushed themselves further up the order. It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action. I can't wait to see what's next.
Well, look at that. Lewis Hamilton finishes outside of the points, which we'll have a little look at what that means for the championship standings in just a second. But Valterri Bottas only 8th as well. Max Verstappen in 7th with the fastest lap. That fastest lap point could be very, very crucial when we have a look at the next screen. Fernando Alonso manages to finish 3rd. Tonio Giovinazzi finishes 4th. Perez 5th. Lando Norris a great 6th from 10th on the grid. But Pierre Gasly is the man of the moment. But look at these championship standings. We are now dead level with Lewis Hamilton. Max Verstappen 19 points behind both of us as we go into the final Grand Prix of the season. I don't know how we are here. I don't know how we have a chance of winning the World Championship, and a very, very good one, to be honest with you. All we've got to do is finish ahead of Lewis Hamilton inside the points, and we will become World Champion no matter what, because Max Verstappen needs to win and hope that we don't score good points at the very least. But Valtteri Bottas, he's still in with a chance as well. A win for him would do it. So 4 drivers going into the final race of the season with a chance of taking away the title. We're 5 points ahead in the Constructors. It is all coming up Red Bull towards the end of this season. It's going to be stupidly exciting next episode. It's going to be a 100% race. So make sure you don't miss that on Saturday. Tomorrow, it's going to be absolutely amazing. I really can't wait. So please leave a like if you're enjoying. Subscribe for more F1 content. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.